Greetings, friends around the world. You've probably heard that a meteor wiped out the dinosaurs long ago. I have evidence that a meteor recently, about 13,000 years ago, wiped out the original Native Americans here in North America. I'm in Mississippi. Back then, this was probably grassland. I just read an article that states these words: current research no longer recognizes Clovis as the expression of a founding population. And this has to do with an archaeological site right dab in the middle of Texas called Gault. And I'll try to put a link to this. Where's my little stick? Ah. We don't know much about European history above this point right here. This is the Bronze Age. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Things get pretty murky on down here. And this is a period known as the Younger Dryas, a cold snap as the Earth was warming up out of the ice ages. The period that we're talking about here is previous to 16,000 years ago. There is a site in central Texas known as the Gault site where the original landowner allowed people to come and dig for arrowheads. Apparently you could pay a fee and walk in there and dig all day long. He charged the public a price to dig on his land for arrowheads because they were everywhere. And after several decades of people digging and digging and digging, they figured, well, we found everything. There is nothing more to find. Eventually the land changed owners. I believe it was bought by an archaeologist. I can't confirm that. An archaeologist at one of the universities in Texas. I forgot. But he started digging, and he dug deeper to strata that were below all of the strata where the souvenir seekers had dug. And he or his colleagues wrote an article that says current research no longer recognizes Clovis as an expression of a founding population. The reason being, thousands of years before the so-called Clovis culture disappeared around the Younger Dryas boundary, thousands of years before that, they're in Gault, Texas, way down here. Here's the Younger Dryas. Here's the Bronze Age in Europe, showing you how far back this goes. That's my little illustration to put it in perspective. By the way, I believe that original Native Americans were wiped out by a meteor that triggered the Younger Dryas cool spell. And the evidence of that meteor is called the platinum anomaly. It's found in ice cores and in soil strata. And just below the soil strata, you find all the arrowheads. Tells me that these people were wiped out by a meteor impact and that their history goes back way into the distant past. I'll put a link to the article below.